All right, guys, this is of the nitty-gritty details, all right? I know this is going to be kind of a boring video. Let's go. First things first, how much does this thing actually weigh? And I have great news. It weighs 1,000 pounds less than my 36-foot Big Tex. When I was picking up my trailer, I weighed the truck empty, okay? And this is my scale ticket. 8,540 pounds is how much my truck weighs on its own empty. That's just the truck. And then I connected to my 40-footer and went back right over on the same scale. And as you can see, I weigh 15,000 pounds. 15,000 pounds, okay? Now, that's really good. So that means I can scale about 11,000 pounds. Now that's max. You don't want to do max, okay? But I can consistently, reliably, problem-free scale 10,000 pounds. And I like that a lot. This is excellent. How do I know that my trailer is 1,000 pounds lighter than before? Here's how. I was loaded when I was weighing myself with my 36-footer. I then transferred the whole load to the new 40-footer and weighed myself all over again. And so here's those two weights. With my 36-footer, I weighed 22,920 pounds. Okay, now just look at this. Look at the difference. With my 40-footer, this is my 40-footer, you guys. 21,960 pounds. Literally about 1,000 pounds, something like a matter of, I don't know, a couple of pounds here and there, but 1,000 pounds lighter. When I saw these numbers, you guys, I was so happy. Like, this is awesome. This is probably the best thing that I've ever done. You know, that this upgrade is so phenomenal. Moving on to those nitty-gritty details, okay? So I have 7,000 pound axles. Now the reason I put 7,000 pound axles is because it's at 3 inches in diameter, and that is the most common diameter. If you go up to an 8,000 pound axle, it's now a 3.5 inch in diameter, so you'd need new U-bolts and the plates underneath, so it's a hassle. And 7,000 pound axles can be found almost everywhere, so that's why I went with 7s. However, Hefty Trailers was worried, so they put 8,000 pound leaf springs. Okay, so I have a 7,000 pound axle, 8,000 pound leaf spring, and I have my tires and wheels, they're rated for 4,800 pounds each, so that's 9,000 pounds. So hypothetically, if I upgraded my axle to the 3.5 inch 8,000 pound axle, I could technically uprate this trailer for 16,000 pounds. Speaking of rating, this trailer is rated the same as my 36. It's rated for 13,700 pounds, just like before. The reason being, again, is my Dodge is rated for 12,300, and so with the trailer at 13,700 puts me at exactly 26,000 pounds. No CDLs required because the CDL is 26,001 pound or more. So same rating as before, same exact everything as before, just 1,000 pounds lighter, roughly. Speaking of which, 1,000 pounds lighter, I might be a little bit off. It might not be 1,000 pounds lighter. The reason being is my wheels and tires, the aluminum 17.5 wheels and tires that went on the truck were in the bed of my truck when I weighed myself. And so figure maybe those weigh 80 pounds each, maybe. So 8 times 4 is 32. So maybe like 400 pounds, all those wheels weigh. And so I think in reality, my trailer, my 40-foot trailer is only 700 pounds or 600 pounds lighter than my 36, which still is not bad. To gain 4 feet of deck and be 700 pounds lighter, that I'm impressed with that. So that's why. Where else did I cut weight is on the spacing of these cross members, or whatever we want to call these, the spacing. I went for, okay, and this is, I think, another reason why the Big Tex was a little heavier. I went for 24-inch spacing. Now, that's kind of a lot, and so you got to be careful when you place a load so that it doesn't land in the boards too much. So still, so if I would have maybe gone to 18-inch spacing, then I would have 0 weight savings in reality. And then obviously I don't have a torque tube and I don't have ramps. Now, the torque tube, I will say, if you guys go get a Hefty trailer, if you guys go get a 40-footer, please get a torque tube. Okay, I probably will go back and have that thing installed because it's a little, like, if you're standing up at the front or you put a load up at the front, it's a little scary. Not scary, but it just like it twists more than you like. It's uncomfortable, let's say that. It does nothing for the ride quality or anything. It's just more or less like this like wobbles more than it should, basically. Essentially what I'm thinking is if I were to do the 18-inch spacing just like on the Big Techs and I were to do the torque tube, my 40-foot trailer would weigh the same as my 36. Right? Probably the same. And that's not bad considering that I gained 4 feet more of deck. So really, because with my 36 footer, I was only able to scale like 9,800 pounds max. And with this one, I can do 11. And so it's like, it's not bad. Overall, I'm really happy I upgraded. Overall, this is an awesome upgrade. However, you live and you learn. You can constantly make progressions. So to sum up this video, you guys, I'm very, very happy with the trailer. I really am. Mainly because my 36 footer was in dire need of an overhaul. And that's what it's getting now. I haven't sold my trailer. I haven't traded in. I still have my 36 footer. Having 2 trailers, if you're non-CDL, really, really a good idea. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Did I do my spacing for the cross members? Was that too much? 24 inches? Is it too much? Let me know. Is my weight is good? You know, let me know. Like, what about the torque tube? Me deleting the torque tube, is that a good idea? I want to hear from you guys down below. None of this stuff is like really scary or dangerous. I've been driving my trailer for a couple weeks now, and it's doing like well. Really, really well. You just got to be a little more careful with the load placement. Really, that's the only thing. Other than that, I want to hear from you guys. Don't forget, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.